I'm always shocked how few veterans actually know about their benefits.
Exactly.
You know, I work in the mortgage space, so I talk to people about VA loans, and one of my first questions are, oh, hey, by chance, are you a veteran? And I'm shocked how many veterans I talk to when I start to explain to them the benefits of a VA loan, zero down, whatever. They're like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. And I'm like, dude, that's like one of the biggest things you get out of your service is you get a house with zero down. And if they don't know that, I'm sure they don't know all the other stuff that's available. So give us like your hot list or like your funny story takeaways of like veteran benefits, veteran organizations that are out there that maybe vets that are watching or get tuned in the Vegas area, they don't even know about.
Sure. Yeah, actually, that's a great question because actually I have a story that I like to tell, like with one particular organization. It happens to be one of my favorite organizations in the veteran community, which is Merging Vets and Players, MVP. So amazing program. I started participating with them, I'd say like 6 months ago, maybe a little bit more than that. And the reason why so the way that I was brought to their program was through kind of random conversation with somebody that I know. And, before we started recording, you and I, we were talking about jiu-jitsu, right? And how both of us enjoy training jiu-jitsu. And the MVP chapter out here, they train over at Extreme Couture, which is owned by Randy Couture from the UFC. And, a lot of their format for how they run their program is you have to be either a combat veteran or a former professional athlete. Those are the requirements, the eligibility requirements. So they take this group of people that qualify for the program, and then they enjoy a workout together. You do some bonding through working out, and then they have a second element, which is a huddle element, which is basically comprised of, discussing topics that are heavy on your mind, things that you would like to be held accountable for, because these are some goals of yours that are important to you, things like that, right? And they're talking about these things in a safe environment, and it's super productive for all those people who are participating. So the reason why I say all that is because if I'm a person who's been training jiu-jitsu for about 10 years now, right, and I'm a military veteran, I personally had never heard about MVP before it was brought up to me in random conversation. And I say that as awesome as their program is and as large as their marketing budget is, because, they were founded by Nate Boyer. He used to play for the Seahawks, and Jay Glazer, and, they have this giant marketing budget. And a lot of people in the community actually had heard about them, but I didn't, and I feel like I was kind of like an obvious target, for who their target audience should be, and I had never heard about them. So I feel like if there's other people in the community who may have been, maybe they fit the same characteristics as me, but they actually had a strong need for a program like that, and the peer support that they offer, then they should hear about that, rather than just randomly hearing about it in conversation. So
is there a repository of resources for veterans? I mean, I'm guessing they can go to the VA portal, the government agency, to find out about healthcare and housing benefits and things of that nature. But is there a good website or a good, you guys, the Chamber of Commerce, keeping like a directory of available programs and outreach and grants and social networks and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's again, say the Nevada Department of Veteran Services, they're a good example. They have a ton of resources that are listed on their website. The VA has, their own listings of useful resources, but the only thing is, a lot of times, folks have to be pretty diligent in looking for that information. And in my opinion, if I were to consider somebody who was struggling with certain things, right, whether it's financially struggling or emotionally struggling or mental health wise or whatever the case is, the last thing they're probably going to be doing is surfing the internet looking for resources. You know?
Yeah, they're already in a place of need.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like if we do it in a way that we make branding very obvious in the community in as many obvious places as we can, so people don't necessarily have to be diligent, then they go to our website, they see, say on the side of a RTC bus, Southern Nevada Veterans Chamber of Commerce. Oh, what is that? Let me go check it out. And then they go to our website, and then they see all these resources that they didn't know about. That's kind of the point of what we're trying to do, is really just grow that connectivity between resources and grow that visibility for those resources locally, so those local resources can be used and seen, and all those things. So.